Hi, my name is Sally Cheney, and I am a health coach for Take Shape for Life. And I'm so excited because I'm hosting this Zoom video about this week's healthy habit, which is support. And support is so important to your success on the program and in life. So I'm joined also by Susan Buckholt, who's also a health coach, a regional director, and an executive director, Mary Helen Yarborough. So we're gonna each talk about a little bit about support, and hopefully it'll resonate with you. So I want to start with Mary Helen. Mary Helen, tell us about how support, when you think about support in your healthy lifestyle and your personal program, how has it impacted you?
The thing that I see the most is we need support in all avenues of our lives. And for me, I get continued support when I help other people. So it's kind of like the more you give, then the more you get. And it's so awesome to be able to get support by giving, but then I get support because I did give. And it just keeps going. And it just trickles down in everything else that you do. I love to be a good example. Because I am into fitness and into health. And for me to be able to do that, they can see that I kind of practice what I preach. And so that way we continue to support each other.
Yeah, that's really powerful. And that's impacted me too, because let's face it, who learns more, the teacher or the student?
Right.
Yes, and thank you so much for that. That's very helpful. I completely agree that supporting others has helped me keep on my own path to health. Susan, how about you? Tell us about your
support. Sorry. Support comes, I think, from those who are closest to you and out. One of my biggest support people in my life, persons, is my daughter Claire. And she is my cheerleader, and she's also my don't eat that. So just a real quick story. Last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever, she saw me eating, sugar cookie, and she let me have, one or two. And then when I kept eating a few more, she started to get mad at me, and she was trying to pry the last one out of my mouth. And it was after it hit me that I can't believe my, 11-year-old daughter is trying to pry a cookie out of my mouth. There's something wrong with this picture. And what I realized is that I have to be the one to set the good example. Now she doesn't have a weight problem, so I think, it doesn't matter. But it does. Long term, it matters, because down the road, she's going to be like, my mother, I had to pry food out of her mouth, and she had this weight issue. But she's still my biggest supporter. She's been a great supporter all week because I've been doing so great. And she's proud of me, and she'll tell me all the time, I'm so proud of you. You're doing such a great job. So it's great to have her.
How long have you been on the program, Susan?
Been on the program for a little over about 25 months, a little over 2 years.
So would you agree that support isn't just through the weight loss phase? Because you lost 50 pounds, right?
I lost 50 pounds. I gained a little bit back due to medications and apparently eating sugar cookies. However, it's forever. It really is forever. For me, I don't like to think of it, my weight problem as a battle, but it really is sometimes. However, I'm trying to change that thinking around, and it's an uphill battle, but when you get there, it's so great. That feeling, there's like no other feeling like it on earth. So instead of thinking of it as a battle, I'm just going to try to think of it. I try to think of it now as a process. It really is just a process.
That's great. And for me, support is about surrounding myself with people who are also, who think the way I think, and surrounding myself with. There are people who I love who are not necessarily supporting my healthy lifestyle, but I find other ways to support that, because there's plenty of places where I can find where there's not support, where there's supporting obesity. Dr. Ray's Habits of Health book. If you want to read more about this, he talks about surrounding yourself with people and actually making a list, like who really supports health, who really supports activity, who do I want to surround myself with? And there's lots of places you could go. I mean, you could join a club, or you could join a yoga group, or you could join a jazzercise class or something like that. And another really great place to go to for support is your health coach. I mean, even if your entire family is the opposite of Susan's daughter and they're saying, oh, eat this, you can turn to your health coach, or you can go to this site, to your client site, and seek support there with other people. And I want to also talk about a book that I read. It's called Change Anything. And he talks specifically about weight loss and just getting healthy as pushing a SUV up a hill. So when you push it up the hill all by yourself, it's really almost impossible to do. But what's happening is all of your friends, let's say you have 5 friends, they're actually, and you call them over, they're actually pushing it the opposite direction. So it's not only impossible to push an SUV up a hill all by yourself, but to have all your friends pushing against it. And those friends are the support for obesity. Those are the friends that say, oh, eat that cookie. What's a cookie going to hurt you? Go ahead. You deserve it. Enjoy. Treat yourself. Life is, worth living. Let's celebrate with lots of toxic calories. So, I mean, that's in essence what they're saying to us. And we're so influenced. I mean, I know I'm influenced by who I'm around. So if I'm at a restaurant and people are all ordering dessert, there's a much likely chance, a bigger chance that I'll say, okay, I'll have a bite of yours or whatever. But if we go around the table and everyone's saying, no, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want that. Then it's really easy for me to say, I'm certainly not going to be the only one who orders dessert, but I like also being the first one to say, no, thank you. So maybe I could also, like Mary Helen's point, support others in their journey for success. And we all leave the restaurant feeling so much better for not having the dessert. But anyway, back to the SUV. When you're pushing it up, and the support for obesity, which is everywhere, the support for obesity is on Facebook with all the recipes, especially during the holidays. The support for obesity, which is, people encouraging you to eat, they're pushing it the other way. But if you get just one person, say you have Susie, and Susie represents the eating plan, and she's going to help you push the SUV. And the two of you can't make it work, and you say, oh, the eating plan didn't work for me. So you send Susie off to the side of the road and you ask Bill to join you. And you and Bill can't do it together. Say Bill represents exercise, and that doesn't work. And you say, you know what, I tried that exercise, it didn't work. I tried that eating program, it didn't work. I tried this and that. You need all of it. And one of the things that, to bring us back to, you need support. You need support to help you push that SUV up the hill. So don't feel bad that you need to ask for that. Call your coach. It's not a weakness on your part. It's a counterbalance to be the opposite of all the support that we're surrounded by for obesity. You need the support. Surround yourself by like-minded people. Surround yourself and tap into the things that are available to you. Dr. A's books, client site, your coach. Anywhere else you can go. Get a buddy to do the program with you. That's an awesome way to have support. For me, I think that pretty much sizes it up. Did anything resonate with you, Susan, or Mary Helen? Did any last minute comments you'd like to make?
Yeah, I think Mary Helen had to go, so it's just me. But one thing I wanted to say, well, maybe 2 things, but I probably only remember one. But one thing is the support system has to begin with you. Not you, but us. It has to begin with yourself. because you could have as many people trying to push you up that hill as you want. You could have 1 million, but unless you're willing to be moved, you're going to go nowhere. In order to change, you have to change the way you live your life. It's a total lifestyle change. I think this week, what hit me the most is we can't have it all. Maybe we can. I'm not sure. But I'm never going to be able to eat, 14, 15, I don't know how many sugar cookies, a whole thing of sugar cookies, and be able to lose weight or maintain my weight. I have to change. And when I realize that, then so the support has to first come with you, and then you can bring people into your network and into your group.
Yes, and it comes down to, you can have 15 sugar cookies, but is that what you want?
Right.
It comes down to, what is it that you really want? Because the sugar cookies represent obesity, they represent pain in your joints, sluggishness, foggy head. I mean, that's what it represents. And so the truth is
ill after.
Exactly.
Ill.
The truth is that you can have it, but is that what you want? And is it what you
want? I wanted.
Okay.
No, it wasn't about the sugar cookie. Really wasn't.
And
but that's a whole other topic.
Yes, and this is a great example of support. This is somebody else helping you with, that thought process. So that's it. We're so glad that you watched the video, and stay on your client site, because that is also an excellent, as I already mentioned, source for support. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.